I knew exactly what it was like to be a man then, because I just sat there with the remote asking when my next meal was. And I was just like, oh my God, is this what it's like?
So congratulations on the opening of the restaurant. So exciting. How are you feeling?
Exuberant, relieved. It's been, quite a long project. And obviously we've been kind of, hindered a little bit with COVID problems. I had COVID. My design partner, Nicolene, he had COVID. I was back up, clear of COVID for 5 days. I was working in Vegas, went back to LA. My horse fell over. I broke my leg in 4 places. I've ridden my horse for years. It was just one of those fluke accidents. He's the kindest horseman. And you know what? Even though I broke my leg in 4 places, I'm so lucky that he didn't break his leg because he fell. And for him, it would have been even more serious than it was for me. And so I luckily had this amazing doctor. There's a sports doctor, Dr. Jung. He was just absolutely incredible. He works with all the big sports stars. He said, I can get you up and walking if you can work through the pain. So literally I was kind of in bed. I knew exactly what it was like to be a man then, because I just sat there with the remote asking when my next meal was. And I was just like, oh my God, is this what it's like? The first thing I did when I came out of hospital was I told Kim where the fridge was. I was like, see that thing there? Like, you might have to open it. I'll be upstairs. And so anyway, I managed to get through that. Ken said, you never complained. I didn't complain because honestly, Christina, I was so grateful because I had such bad damage and bruising to my back that I'm so lucky I didn't break it. And you know what? So everybody exercise, you think, oh, it's about weight and things like that. As we get older, keep our bones strong. It is 1,000% because I've exercised all my life that my bones were, and I didn't break my back. Yeah. So I was very, very lucky, very lucky. God was looking after me.
Good. I'm so glad that you are feeling better and healthy. But I mean, that must have been such a scary experience. I used to ride, and I know when I used to fall off my horse, like it is a frightening experience. But to break your leg, that had to be awful.
Well, I'd fallen off before quite a few times, especially when we had a lot of horses in England. But with this horse, I always felt very secure. I think even the press at the time when I got him, he used to be a Cavalier horse. He was that white horse, was so smart and everything. He was smarter than a lot of people who worked for me. He was just really... You watch my show, you know what I'm talking about. And so he was just like absolutely extraordinary. And he fell over, his nose went down and I went over the top. And I heard my leg break like that. And I was like, and everybody's running towards me. And I said, my leg's broken. I heard it. So anyway, c'est la vie, I'm back. But most importantly, I'm not just back walking, I'm back walking in heels.
Good for you. I love it. Good for you. And then the midst of all this, of the restaurant opening, and then, you sidelined for a little bit, you also became a grandma. So congratulations.
Oh my God, Christina, if there was a puppy and a baby in the room, I always went for the puppy. Everybody knows I'm dog obsessed. Even my taglines on, Housewives, I'm passionate about dogs, just not crazy about bitches, all that. So I wondered how I was going to be, even though I've been waiting for Pandora and Jason to have a baby, to be honest. Even at 16, I said to her, you can have a baby, but you can't have sex. Oh, okay, right. Okay, we have to wait a little bit. But I've always been waiting for that, So when they had Teddy, I was there. And oh my goodness, it's this instinctual feeling. I just love him, and all the things that I used to do to Pandora, she used to say, oh, you're crazy, why would you put my eyelashes in your mouth, and why would you make me stick my tongue out so I could kiss it and all that kind of, and I say, you know what, I said, Pandy, you're doing exactly the same now as I did as a mother. And it's been a really, really lovely experience. It's been very difficult, I think, being pregnant through COVID and having a newborn baby. We've had to be, really careful. But all in all, it's amazing.
I'm sure you spoil him rotten.
Oh, I do. And he's such a good baby, Even his poop doesn't smell. He's so sweet.
I love it.